I'm so excited for your next performer. We met doing a storytelling show called Telltale. If you haven't ever been, it's a great show. Go to it. She's a delightful performer. You can catch her at Kickstand Comedy on an improvised movie show on February 28th. Give it up right now for Jhordan Blumenberg.
Underneath the bottom of our Nikes, exploring like Dorothy, swipers can't swipe me. My whole aura's so mean in my white tee.
Hi. When you were throwing out C's, immediately in my head I was like, and cunty. Just checking the room. All right. It's storytelling. Woo. I am kind of a fan. So we're gonna change things up a little bit because I had a full story prepared, and I'm still gonna stick to a little bit of that, but I was literally walking into a class, and it was a class based around improv and comedy and finding a voice and finding an ensemble, and I heard the news, and I heard what happened today. And so suddenly I feel as if I need to incorporate a little bit more of my heart with this story and a lot of what I'm feeling, thinking, and quite literally just enraged about.
Yeah.
So if you'll bear with me, I'll appreciate it. Right on. I also lowered this and I was like, what child is it? I was like, holy crap! Like, so if I need to adjust, just say, we can't hear you. Defiant Joy. Defiant joy in the times of now is needed. How can I be defiantly joyful? Is it not just normative? To perform is to be doing something of passion. To perform is doing something that brings you innate joy. You have the hope of sharing and spreading that with others. And even if you don't, you still carry that for yourselves. I joke all the time in therapy. I am one of the people that believes in we laugh so we don't cry, i.e. a child of trauma. I said this to my therapist, and she openly told me, a psychological shield that works in the liminal space between literal and figurative language is humor. And it fucked me up. Because I was like, rude. But also I was like, what does that mean? And so when I thought of this show and I thought of the name, Defiant Joy, historically we as a people are resilient. And our resilience does not lie necessarily in fighting, in war, in anger, in being the loudest person in the room. It lies in creation. It lies in passion. It lies in love and care and mutual aid. It lies in joy. So I decided to start looking up moments in time in which joy saved us, humor saved us, laughter, community. And we now have a name in 2026 for it called tactical frivolity. The frogs you see on the news and the war zone outside on our streets are tactical frivolity. When we think of the word tactical, I immediately think of weapons, gear, harshities. And to take that word and add in something frivolous is a beautiful thing. We are saving ourselves through humor. We are saving ourselves through lightness. We are saving ourselves and uniting our community defiantly through joy. This starts with satire, although I think it's before then. But, you know, Wikipedia believes in old white men as the creator of everything. So we think of satire, and one of the first documented people is Aristophanes. Not a fucking joke. I dead ass. I was like, because I even like looked it up and I was like, how to pronounce. And like, it wasn't AI. It was like one of those sites where it's like a Greek woman and she's telling you. And I'm like waiting for it. It's literally like Ares Stophanes. Created satire. Lots of his plays are existing to this day, but a lot of the political satire that we know today in this room right now, you can Google it, don't get on your phone, I'm on the stage. You'll find his name and his plays being examples of that. We have never not been a species that uses humor and joy to progress through trauma, to progress through the hard times. Do not forget that. Because I often come across many people that feel guilty. Who am I to come on this stage and make you laugh while the world outside is burning? Who am I to enter a space and not be active on the front line doing what needs to be done? There's a lot of guilt associated around that, and especially with my other performers, my peers, and everyone around the world at this point. And I say, this is our revolution. This is our movement. This is our community coming together to not just be sheeple or victims to the government and the authoritative powers that are coming down to put their boots on our necks. The most radical thing you can do is laugh. The most radical thing you can do is to hold each other and give each other space to experience defiant joy. I wrote down some quotes that really spoke to me. And one is from a comedian, Cameron Esposito. When we laugh together about our struggles, we remind ourselves that we are not alone. We are not alone in this space. We are not alone in this room. And when we laugh together and we share a lot of that rising above the things that are trying to bring us down and oppress us, we are defiant. The last thing I really wanted to touch on was the idea that humor in itself is accessible. Humor gives way to give voice and recognition to those that feel as if they have none. I don't believe that I've ever been highly confident. I don't believe that I have ever been anyone other than a trauma-filled little girl that wished the world could see her. And so then I decided to mask, and I decided to joke, and I decided to not necessarily linger in the idea of pain, linger in the idea of sadness. Because if everyone's laughing at you, they're not witnessing that you're possibly crying. And so I want to take space to think of the idea that when we take control and we take and own and hold the fact that we have a lot going on that is against us feeling happy, joyful, funny, humor, intelligence, anything that could be a potential positive, lean into it. You are not little. You are not filled with trauma. You are not anything other than who you need to be in this space, and you are loved. You are beloved and accepted. I no longer believe that I laugh so I don't cry. I embrace my pain, and that pain becomes power.